Hail, you Warhammer players, and welcome to the the definitive podcast for Warhammer 40k enthusiasts in the inland northwest. Your hosts are me, Jeremy, all day 40k Nakano, and Joey Beddingfield, painting Beddingfield. How we doing, Joey?
Doing well.
As per always, you can find us on TikTok and Instagram. We have no guests for you today, and neither of us have any hobby recently, do we?
Nope, lazying it up, really. Just out here not working.
Well, to be fair, I'm painting a whole Space Wolves army, and I'm working on some head takers. They're just, nothing to talk about.
I was going to say, like, that is hobby progress. You are doing things, you just don't have anything to show.
Yeah, and I should be refining my Dark Angels because I'm going to be playing them for probably the next two tournaments, so I could at least up their paint score a little bit. I have Drew, I think, coming to both of the next two tournaments I'm going to, and Jaden, I think both of them are going to be there. I'm not going to stand a chance for the paint overall, but, it's fine. We got some cool events coming up in the next month here.
We do.
For starters, we have ACW coming up, the Atomic City Warzone. I'll be going to that one along with a bunch of my teammates from up here. And we are going to be... It's actually kind of a Shark Tank of a GT, which is kind of cool. It's only up to 50 players. I think we have 47 of them or whatever. And the median ELO is 1,500, which for an event of that size is
pretty wild. Yeah.
Is a pretty nasty Shark Tank. We have, people in the 8s and then a few people like in the things at the very bottom. But it's going to be a good event. It's over in Tri-Cities in Washington, which is a really, really cool little event hall. Hopefully it's nice and cool and not too stuffy in the lodge.
Yeah.
The other one that both of you and I are going to is going to be the first week of December, so a couple months from now. And that is going to be Slaanesh, which is very exciting because right now it's only like 25 of 100, but it's going to fill up the closer we get to December. It's the first week of December. It's in Ocean Shores, Washington. So anyone else who is looking for a GT during that time for a cheap place to stay, just because of the fact that nobody stays in Ocean Shores, Washington in the winter, great time to go there. And it is we get some of the best competition at that event because we have some of the best players come up from the Portland area because it's pretty close, honestly, to Oregon. So yeah, it's a really good event. And then after that, shout out to the local gaming store, Real Deal Tabletop.
That's right.
Dale is hosting us a GT, the Jingle Bombs GT, right? That's the name of it.
Yep. Yes, it is.
And that's going to be a really fun one. Joey and I are both going to be there, of course, putting our best foot forward, attempting to win this GT. That would be the most awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome this year. We've got, we bumped to 40. We're up to 44, which is the max that we can put in the store. And we have an 8-person waiting list, so we're going to be full.
That's awesome. And that's really good considering. I mean, Jingle Bombs, was it a straight GT last year as well? Or was it kind of gimmicky that you could do more fun and interesting things?
No, it was still a straight GT. It's just that we only had, I think, 28, 26, something like that, players. This is year 5. It's steadily grown every year, so.
I think it really shows just how much this region's competitive community has been coming up, that we have so many signups and so many people coming to these events, and it's not just a steel clubbing fest. And it's great. I love the fact that we do have much everyone starting to get a little better at the game, and that's awesome. I like having good games of Warhammer.
Yeah, always.
So there's that. Anyway, that's what's going on right now. And today, what we're going to do is we are going to go over, number one, the Drukhari Codex, just a little bit. We're not going to go... if you want to hear someone read a codex, go check out Art of War. They'll go over all the details, the nitty-gritty. Joey is really just going to talk about, the highlights and how it's going to work in comparison to how it has worked so far. We're also going to talk about a cool GT winning list that happened over the weekend on War Games Live, which is really cool. We're going to jump into we're going to talk about each of the new Space Marine detachments that have come out recently, which are all fascinating and interesting. Save your hate. Save your
It's
hate.
fine. At least one of them is interesting and cool.
Yes. And we have Joey, who's going to go over his codex's detachments. We're going to make a determination where we think they live in terms of competitively viable and things of that nature. So, to get us started, let's just jump into the War Games Live coverage from the weekend. Do you have something you want to go into?
We should hear from somebody else before we start talking, right?
Oh, how could I forget? Of course, our sponsor, Baron of Dice.
Ha! Bad roll. That's okay. Because I'm having more fun than you ever do. Even when I roll ones. How do I get you to shut up? Go to Baron of Dice and then buy some dice so that your army is displayed. Then let me take your sister out. What?
Let's jump into the GT winning list from War Games Live over the course of the weekend. The list was made by James Walsh, who is a longtime Dark Angels player. And just like a caveat here, I think what's really important is that he has like 90 games on this list. So he knows how to play it, to be very, very clear. And if you have enough reps on any one detachment, you are going to probably do pretty well playing it regardless of who you play into.
Absolutely.
To review what it is the Company of Hunters, which is a detachment so near and dear to my heart because it just has the basic rule of everything in your army can advance and shoot, which is great. And then if it's a mounted unit, you get advanced shoot and charge. Oh, also fall back and shoot, which is also pretty good. So like everything can advance and shoot, fall back and shoot. Mounted units can advance, fall back, shoot and charge.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
Just good.
Just good. Now, what most people have in terms of issues with this detachment is that the stratagems aren't great. But what it does have is +1 to wound. And what you are missing as a Space Marine player on Dark Angels is the +1 to wound that comes from that, like, our Ultramarine friends have. So it's actually pretty good. And what makes it good is that it is a very balanced list. So the list goes like this. We have 3 Raven Wing command squads with each enhancement. We have a Master Crafted Weapon, Recon Hunter, and Master of Maneuver. So it has all the little tricks that the detachment wants to offer. He included 3 Outrider squads, 3 sets of 3-man Dev Sense, because Advance and Shoot on Dev Sense is just good. 1 Invader ATV all on its lonesome. 1 set of Ravenwing Black Knights, just a 3-man. 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts with Plasma and rocket pods and the Gatling, of course.
Redemptor, the way that they should only come.
Yeah, I mean, who gets the Flamer? I don't want a Strength 5.
Nobody runs the big Gatlin. Like, let's get out of here. Just put
beginning of the edition,
it
it was fine because of the reroll wounds and dev wounds. But yes, play Plasma. 2 Hammer Strikes because Ignores Cover is amazing. And the way this list worked is that the Redemptor Dreadnoughts truly made the list sing because they provide a melee buffer for anything, those like really elite units that get in there and that are all damaged too with 100 attacks. And it's just like, all right, well, I'm D10 with -1 damage. Not to mention they can just like absolutely murder three wound infantry, which is prevalent at the moment. Centurions are just awesome. Like, it is amazing to me that it took this long for people to start putting them in other places.
Yeah.
I don't care if they only move 4 inches. They are good. They are one of the best units in the game because they have las cannons, or he was running them with the grav guns.
Okay.
And then the chest missiles. And those chest missiles just like are such a skewy thing to throw into any shooting. It's just crazy. And they're tough. Like, they're hard to kill.
Yeah, they're big dudes.
But generally speaking, he ran the bikes to go deal with the infantry to keep them in their deployment zone. It's super fast because you just go. And the rest of everything else just killed all the big stuff. The grav guns helped him deal with tanks, which was his most notable weakness. You'll catch him say that in the last game, as to why he went with the grav guns. And overall, like it's just good, well-rounded Space Marine play. That's all it is.
It's just good. Yeah, it's just good.
So if you guys are interested in checking that out, you really should go check out the War Games live stream. I believe he plays twice on stream. Once is
Yeah, I
at the
think it was
very end.
at least twice.
It was at least twice, if not 3 times.
Yeah, because he played it was the finals and he had been on there previously.
So like the 5th,
At
6th,
least
and
once.
3rd game, I think, is what he was on. So cool list. Check him out. Some excellent Warhammer was played, and against a lot of like really good players as well. So really good job, James Walsh. I don't know you, but congratulations.
I don't know you either, but it's also, I don't know. It's Dark Angels bikes, objectively the coolest version of Dark Angels. So
Yeah, I mean, I love my Deathwing Knights, but the bikes are just so cool, and it makes me sad that they've just been so very barely viable for the better part of the edition.
yeah, like I feel like Black Hammers that's what they're called, right? For on the Black Knights, they're hammers.
Their weapon.
Their melee weapon, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
It's like
changed
strength
completely.
6, right? It's like 601 or something. Not good.
Their strength. I think they're 5-1, 5-1 and 1.
Why? Like I understand that they're one-handed, so like they don't want to make them thunder hammers. But why not just make them like thunder hammers without dev wounds?
That's a good question. They're right
Or
because right now
like,
they're strength 5, AP 2, 1 damage.
it's just bad. So they're
And they
power
should
weapons.
they should just be 2
They're
damage.
power weapons.
Yeah, they're power weapons.
They
but
should
they
be
do have
2
dev
damage.
wounds.
They should be minimum strength 6, and they should be 2 damage.
Agreed. They absolutely should. That said, what kind of separates them and does, could potentially push that over, which I don't think it would because nobody plays them, would be that they do have anti-monster and anti-vehicle 4-up on charge.
Yep, on 1 damage.
Right, on 1 damage. And if you push that to 2, it gets a little crazy in the danger zone. But the detachment's
exists.
so mid that it doesn't super matter.
Right. But that kind of thing, that kind of profile exists in other places. So
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
And what are you going to run? 18 bikes plus command squads? Like, come on,
Right.
no one's going to do that. Like, that would be
Well,
a list that you can barely fit on the table.
yeah, but it would be, I don't know. It'd be awesome. Yeah. He would, like, whoever brings it will have a cart for their army and a cart for their balls, and it's going to be sick. So
That's true. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like all of the elite units in the Space Marine chapters that aren't, the loyalist factions, which are just, or codex compliant factions, which are, if they're just dope, make them dope. Make them expensive, but make them dope.
That's all we need. Make them dope, make them expensive.
Yeah, it's fine. If you can run around with 6 Thunderwolf Cav for 230 points that are an absolute terror because of what they have access to, because like Beast Slayer, then you can afford to make the bikes good. The Ravenwing bikes good.
Although, to be honest, you said loyalist Space Marines. I think they've done the same thing with the Chaos specific, like the God specific armies. They're like post changes, right? Like Flawless Blades are good now.
Yeah, that's true.
Death Shroud are insane.
Have been.
Sots are still good, and Slaughterbound, or not Slaughterbound, Exalted Apebound are insanely good. So,
yep. 100%. Like, just
if it's army specific, it should be good. It should be one of the reasons for you to play the army.
Exactly. Like, if it is something that defines what you play, make it expensive, make it good. Like, Thunderwolf Cav shouldn't be this cheap, but they should be better than what they currently are. So,
but head takers are great.
They are very cool, but it's just another like flavorful Blade Guard unit, effectively.
Yeah, but then also you get effectively a free action monkey unit with the dogs.
That's true. I believe that is a separator for them. It's 12 model. Yeah, they're cool. It's like having an extra set of Fenrisian wolves.
Yeah,
effectively.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's a good sticking point. Let's talk about the news of the week, really, which is now that the Drukhari Codex is like available to be kind of seen in multiple places. What's your take on it?
It's good. It's good. Yeah, the short and sweet, it's good. I will still be sad over the things that we lost, probably forever, because beast packs were cool and grotesques are fucking awesome. They're super cool, and they took them away from me because they hate me. So
You in particular, yeah.
me specifically and alone, they're gone. It's extra frustrating because if you go and you look at the Legends document, everything got rules, and their rules are so good,
No.
and they just took them away, and it doesn't matter.
Big
But
sad.
so yeah, I will be sad for a long time over the things that we lost. However, the things that we have gained, very good. Very, very good. I've played 2 games so far. I played Witch Cult or the Witch Detachment first, and then I played the Cabal Detachment today. I still have to play a game with the Coven Detachment, but we'll get there.
Right.
So all in all, it's great. The pain tokens obviously are different now. You, instead of getting 3 at the start of the game, you get 1 in each of your command phases, which is nice that you're just passively making them. And then other than that, it's the same. You get them whenever you kill a unit and whenever your opponent fails Battle Shock.
Do you have anti-battle shock mechanics?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. And you have like Battle Shock bonus things for some detachments have abilities for it. But it on paper, I thought that it was going to be a lot, and it was going to be a lot to keep up with and a lot to learn and that kind of thing. It really hasn't been bad. Changing even just like the small change of you don't have to activate pain tokens at the start of the phase. You do it when the unit activates.
Yeah, that's great.
Amazing. And then there's just a lot of times, because all the pain token abilities are different and stapled to data sheets, that there's a lot of times that I've found so far where you just like don't need it, or it's just not that complicated. It's things that you want the unit to do anyway.
I need a quick tangent here.
Go for it.
The idea of top of the phase abilities, regardless of the unit, feels stupid at this stage of Warhammer 10th edition. There's still some exist. Like when I look at Custodies and we have their ability where top of the phase you have to enact their feel no pain.
Yeah, it's awful. It's so
That
bad.
is so dumb.
It feels so bad. It feels so bad. Because you can just like, it's so bad. Because you can posture like you're going to shoot wardens with your entire army. And you'll go, are you going to use your feel no pain? They're like, yeah. And then you just shoot everything else.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I guess I'll just shoot at that instead. Like, what?
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's a poor mechanic, and they should fix that pretty much across the board. If I, as a Dark Angels player, have the opportunity to pop the Watcher in the dark after I see how many dev wounds I'm going to be taking,
which is insane.
Why not just kind of do that with other people?
I don't know. It's wild.
At least during an actual like activation.
It should be when they're targeted. It really
Yes.
should. Like, it should just
Really
be when
sorry.
they're targeted. No, that's fine. Yeah, so the pain token change has been good.
Yes.
2 games, not at any point during either game, all 5 turns, at no point did I feel like I didn't have enough pain tokens.
That's great.
Which is insane, because I felt that almost every game previously, where I was like, oh, I don't know, I have to be careful. And like the Cabal list that I played today, I didn't have Chronos to refund, and it didn't matter.
You know, that seems to be kind of like the direction they started going with design, where it's like, here's a resource. You might not have a ton of resource at the beginning, but by the end of the game, you're just going to have the resource, which is both good and bad, because I do think there should be some balance of like expenditure versus like, you know, I can't just spend all the tokens all the time. Because when you look at, you know, Votann, they're running around with their stuff. And Drew talks about, by the way, we owe an apology to Drew. Yes, we do have somebody in the area that plays Votann, and he's pretty good. And his name is Drew Johnson, and he's got the best mustache in the Pacific Northwest. Anyway, he was a little salty, and when we talked about,
did we not talk about him?
Not enough, apparently.
All right. Drew, you're pretty. It's okay. We didn't talk about you for long enough. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no. So the mechanics, so their mechanic, like he never feels like he's out of like he's like, we get to the point with my tokens where I just stop counting because I know I have more than I'll ever be able to spend. So I think there's a balance that they either should reach or just be really consistent in that you're going to have just a few early and that you could run out early, but by the end of the game, it's not something you have to take into consideration.
Yeah. And I think that's fine. I think if you're looking at like turn 4, turn 5 is when you're going, man, I have more than I could possibly use. That's fine. Like,
Yeah, because
realistically,
you should only have a couple of units anyway.
Exactly. Right. Like the game that I played today, turn 4, I had like 7 pain tokens, but I had 5 units. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Couldn't
that's why
spend
I
them if
can't
I
use
tried.
them all. Like, it's not a problem. Yeah. So army rule change feels very good, not overly complex, which is nice.
That's great.
That was a thing that I was pretty concerned about. I guess I'll talk about like just a couple of data sheets really quick. I'm not going to talk about
what are the ones that really stand out?
I'm not going to talk about detachments because we're going to get into that. And there's a couple of data sheets that I will talk about with their respective detachment.
Excellent.
What I do want to talk about
Shadowheart
is that Archons.
Ooh, what about them?
Are damage 3 in melee now.
Shit. Oh no.
Now they're only 4 attacks.
Okay.
But instead of a pistol,
what are they down from?
5. But instead of a pistol, you can take, God, what did they call it? What do they call it? A soul trap.
What does that do?
Which gives them +1 attack and +1 strength. So they go to 5. And then, like a Judiciary, the first time they kill something, it goes up 1 again.
Ooh.
So it's kind of sick.
That's pretty sick. I like that.
It's pretty sick. They don't give a Vector anymore because that's Malice's thing.
Mm-hmm.
They now are captains.
Awesome.
Which is amazing because we had 0 of that.
Yeah. So you get the CP buff.
Yep, the reduction in CP, yep.
That's right.
And then also once per battle, you can pick at the start of a phase, you can pick a drukhari unit within 12 that is battle shocked and they are not battle shocked anymore.
That's really good.
So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. They still have their 2 up. So
they could just scam you.
They could just scam you.
That's fun.
They're 80 points. They are on 32s now.
Okay, that's good.
So I have lost my wall trick. That's fine.
Huh.
They can lead Hand of the Archon, which was added because that was added to the Codex. So they can lead them, Warriors, and Incubi. Great. Their empowerment is reroll hits.
Really good.
Great. I need to say that they did clarify on like in the Codex, so they didn't have to FAQ after release. They actually just thought about it and got it right. If you empower a unit, if that unit is being led, everything in the unit gets its empowerment ability. So you spend 1 pain token to empower an Archon, the Incubi are also, their ability goes off as well. Which
I didn't realize. Okay.
It has been fantastic. It has been so good.
So a single pain token can trigger
will effectively activate 2 abilities, yeah.
Wow, okay, that's really
yeah,
cool.
It's really, really good. So the Archons is reroll hits.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Sure.
We will move to the just mentioned Incubi, who gained a strength. They're strength 5 now.
That's really good.
So they're 5/2/2. They're 3 attacks like they were, but the Sergeant also got a 4th attack.
Okay.
So it's 16 attacks from 5 of them now, which is
awesome.
Pretty good. Still a 3 of save, still a 5 of invul. All of that is exactly the same.
What's their ability?
They have a couple. So they got Eldari Shrines.
Awesome.
So yeah, once per battle, you can just make something a 6.
Yeah, dope.
Sick. And then they still make you take a battle shock test at the start of the fight phase.
Great.
The difference now, instead of that just being, oh, you're battle shocked, I guess you can't interrupt, they get +1 to hit if you are battle shocked.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So they'll hit on 2s.
So they'll hit on 2s. They'll get rerolls from an Archon. And what's their pain token ability?
Their pain token ability is if they target an infantry unit with a melee attack, they have dev wounds.
Okay. So they just kind of kill whatever they touch if they get in.
Yeah, if they touch infantry, it's dead.
Okay. Yeah, that's exceptional.
Which was
you'll
like
have 19 attacks.
It was mostly true before.
Yeah.
It's very true now.
Yeah. I mean, drukhari kills whatever they touch typically, but now it's like guarantee.
Yeah, they're gonna die. That thing that you touched is gonna die.
Spend the pain token, things just die. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Notable things for them, Drazhar's pain ability is the +1 to wound. So that used to be his when leading, so he doesn't do that anymore, which is good because if you run him alone, you can still get +1 to wound.
Dope.
So that's sick. And then Malice's pain ability, because she can also lead Incubi,
The same units. Yeah.
is choose sustained or lethal.
Ooh, that's nice. That's always really nice to have access to.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. It's nice that it's not like, because we'll talk about it, Cabal has access to that really whenever they want, but it's nice to just kind of have it everywhere.
Do you have access to any stacking heroes? So like how I can do a lieutenant and a captain? Do you have a lieutenant equivalent?
No, we don't have any of that.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we do not. I say super unfortunately because it does exist in the lore.
Oh, damn.
There is an Archon and then there is a Drakon who is the
and they
lieutenant.
Just haven't added a Drakon yet?
Don't have that. They never have. We've never had one that I'm aware of.
It would make sense for you to have that, especially now, because then you'd have 3 pain token abilities.
Right, which would be crazy. Malice also has a 3-unit redeploy.
So good.
That obviously can go into strat reserve and can break your limit. And then she is your Vectora now, which is sick. She's great.
Yeah, incredibly good. Seeing her in the games this past weekend on War Games Live, I was like, oh, okay, that's just awesome.
Yeah, 6 attacks, 5/3/3 dev wounds.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's hazardous. Cool.
No.
She has 5 wounds, so an Archon has 4.
Wow.
So
she's so strong.
She's also the only character that's OC.
Really?
For fun.
That's so nice.
For fun. Then she also has 6 extra attacks from her fan. It's not good. It's 3/0/1, but it's
still like you can just, I don't know, trigger a bunch of saves from like a dumb thing.
Right. Well, it could be 6 more lethal hits.
Also that.
So that's cool.
Pretty good.
So Malice is super good. She's 100 points.
Yeah, that makes sense. She should be.
Worth
that.
every bit of it. Worth every bit of it. Mandrakes.
What about them?
My babies.
Ooh, why?
They got AP in melee.
So where does it put them?
So they were 5/0/1.
Now they're 5/1/1?
They're 5/1/1 and also dev wounds. Because previously their shooting was 5/1/1 dev wound, but their melee was 5/0/1 with no ability.
What's their data sheet ability? Or what's their pain ability?
It's the uppy downy. You have to spend a pain token to pick them up.
Okay.
But they have die at lone op, which for the people that don't know, die at lone op is my term for 18 inches.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So they're good at, they still have deep strike, they still have infiltrate, they still have stealth. They're 75 points. They're good.
Sounds like
they were already good. They were already good. They just got better. I love it.
Good. Drukhari needed to get better. Like, let's just be clear.
I'm actually like I'm super happy with it because what I was doing previously was like dropping him in front of my opponent's deployment zone or screening out their infiltrates. And then they go first, the mandrakes die, they don't get to do anything. So now you go drop them in front of my opponent's deployment zone or screen out their infiltrate. We finish deploying, Malice throws them in the back line, and we move on.
Rude. So rude.
I'm so happy with them.
Did you just run 3 5s of them or what?
So far, I've run 2 5s.
Do you have a third 5 to run?
I have models that I used to use as mandrakes that I could.
Would you consider it?
Yes. I don't think that 3x5 is bad.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
But you will really only get 2 chances to kind of screw your opponent on infiltrates anyway. So
yeah, you're not going to get a third one. So 2 should be fine.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I should. The last one that I'll mention, because it's not detachment focused, is the Hand of the Archon.
Yeah, what is this Hand of the Archon?
I was not sure about them. I played them today. They're so fucking good. So they're
Dope.
basically Cav-Light Warriors.
Okay.
They're T3, 7-inch move, 1 wound, 4 up armor, 6 up invul. Same thing. They have the same weapons. They have splinter rifles. They have access to a couple of different weapons. Like the way that they get their heavy weapons is different.
Okay.
They have Scout 7.
Awesome.
They get led by Archons.
So immediately better.
Let's see. So they have a rule called Archon's Retinue. If this unit has a leader attached, because Malice can lead them, then in the declare battles field, the battle formation step, the leader gains the Scout 7 ability.
That seems pretty good.
It's pretty okay. They also, so one dude he doesn't even give anything up. One dude gets a Stim Needler, which is once per turn 0 damage.
So you could throw those into a Venom too, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And give that Venom Scouts.
Or a Raider that's actually really good now, which I should have talked about, and I'll talk about in just a sec. I'll go back and mention one more thing, and then we'll move on. Yeah, but they can once per turn 0 damage. It's pretty cool.
That's great. That's once per turn?
Turn.
All right, that might be a little too good.
We're not done. They have another ability, and then they have their pain token ability. So,
do tell.
Their other ability is at the start of the first battle round, you select one objective marker on the battlefield until the end of the battle when this unit is within range of that objective marker and not battle shocked. They have a 5-up invul, and models in the unit have an objective control of 3.
Okay.
It's 10 dudes, by the way.
How many points?
125. They're pretty expensive.
Yeah, that's not cheap for drukhari.
It's not. Their pain ability.
Let's hear it.
Is while they are empowered in the shooting or the fight phase, weapons equipped by models in their unit, excluding blast pistols, blasters, and dark lances, because they thought better of it. So not those, but all of the other weapons get lethal hits and precision.
All right. Maybe 125 isn't quite enough points for this unit. I think probably 140 makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
They can just
It was pretty sick.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. So I played Dale today, and he's added Gaz and 20 boys into his list, which is fantastic.
It's so good. Yeah.
The first time he played it, he put a mech with him so that he could get the abilities. It's cute. It's not necessary. So today he put a pain boy with it, which is great. And so
that's a
it was pretty
no pain, right?
Yeah. So it was pretty fun to throw these guys out there and say, here's 11 AP0 saves. I would like you to start on your pain boy.
Yeah.
So, and then when he died, it was, okay, then now I'm going to go to Gaz and you're going to start rolling Makari on all of these AP0 attacks.
Gross.
It was really cool.
Don't you have the opportunity to just take those on Gaz?
You could.
Right?
You could. It's a 2-up either way.
Yeah, that's true.
Because as soon as Gaz takes a wound, then all of them have to go to him.
On Gaz, yeah.
And if Gaz dies, Makari is automatically dead.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty rude.
Hey, they're pretty good. Okay, last one. Promise. I promise. Raiders.
Yes.
We're going to see them.
The sharp boats, right?
The sharp boats. Unironically, we are going to see them again. They're really good.
Good.
They're really, really good. Both of my lists, I've run 2. I'm considering getting another one so I can run 3.
Wow. Okay.
They're very
Are they a
good.
dedicated transport?
They are. Effectively, they're the same as they were. They're 14-inch move, T8, 10 wounds. 4-up save, 6-up invul, OC2, whatever. Not a problem. They get a Dark Lance. That's fine.
Dope.
Their attacks are actually really good now. It's D3 plus 3, 611.
In melee?
In melee, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
It's pretty good.
Weirdly good.
It's the funniest way I found to say it is that they're Primarchs. So at the start of your command phase, you pick one of 4 abilities for them to have.
Are you fucking kidding me? Each one?
Yeah, each one individually.
No, what the fuck? What? They're just a transport.
Now, The ability you choose is based off of what is in it.
Okay, so it's not just a free pick.
It's not just a free pick.
Okay, all right.
So there's effectively 3, because there's one for warriors, one for witches, one for racks, and then there is one for any drukhari unit, which is objectively the worst one.
Sure.
So
what are they for each thing?
So warriors are sticky inside of the raider.
Okay.
Because they lost that on their data sheet. They are still sticky, but it doesn't work in transports anymore. So you can't sticky with venoms. So warriors get sticky inside.
Don't have to leave a transport to sticky. Cool. Got it. Love it.
Pretty good. Racks give +1 to the raiders' melee attacks per rack. So if you've got 10 racks in a raider, the raider has 13 plus D3 attacks.
At 611. That seems pretty good.
It's pretty sick. There's a reason my Coven list has 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you need a third based on this.
Probably. Just the basic one is if a drukhari unit is embarked, then you can reroll advances and charges for the raider.
Man, that's very cool. All right.
It's
What's
cool,
the next one?
right?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
The next one is my favorite one, which is the witches.
Huh?
When witches disembark, excluding emergency disembark, doesn't matter. When witches disembark, they can be set up wholly within 6 inches of the model.
Within 6 of
the raider, and then they move 8.
Great. So you can just get in my deployment zone in turn 1.
Yes, like without a problem.
Without even thinking about it. That's
like
crazy.
Comfortably.
Yeah.
Raiders are crazy. They're so good. Raiders are very good.
No, it's cool because it adds it makes your army just innately tougher because you have your front line of I'm going to send these things. We're just going to go nuts. We're going to pop a couple Darkland shots off, but I'm going to get into something. I'm going to kill a bunch of stuff, and then when you hit the pinata, they're going to jump out, and then those things are going to do terrible things to you. So it's like almost a hunter's list in a sense where you're so fast enough to get there, and you have a bunch of tools to do crazy things. You're not necessarily the toughest stuff out there, but you have enough damage that it doesn't super matter, and you have enough stuff behind you to just kind of score. So yeah, that's great.
You can. We can actually play in legitimate waves now.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
They're really good. They're 80 points, 85.
That seems a little cheap for that.
They're pretty good. Notably, they don't have any sub-faction keywords for any of the detachments. They are just a drukhari unit.
Okay. Do they have a pain token ability?
Yeah. In your shooting phase, you can. It's weird. In the shooting phase, you can reroll hit rolls for weapons fired using firing deck that have the anti keyword.
All right, that seems okay at best. All right, well, I guess there's one dud thing that needs to be on there on that incredible data sheet. So,
darn it!
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
This sounds like a really fun codex. I'm excited to see it. I'm probably going to hate it,
You're probably going to hate it.
But that's okay. That's okay. All right.
Let's talk
go
about
ahead and talk about
new
detachments.
detachments.
Yes. So let me go ahead and share. Boom. All right. Here we go.
It's so fancy.
I made a PowerPoint, which is funny because if anyone who I work with sees this, they're going to laugh because I hate PowerPoint.
PowerPoint's so fun.
No, it's not.
When it's something that you want to do.
Right. So we have 5 new Space Marine detachments, which are specific to the Codex compliant chapters. We have 3 new drukhari detachments that we're going to go over today. What we're going to hit is a list for each one and our opinions on them overall. The list I pieced together, I don't expect for them to be the end all be all. But what I will say is they will at least be competent when you put them on the table. So for starters, I'm not going to be talking about Shadowmark today because we know Shadowmark is really good. It has all of the tools to do incredible things. It is a meta list right now. And if you want to learn the right units to take for it, just go take a look at what John Lennon put on the table because that list is, as far as I'm concerned, fairly infallible in its design. It has all the guns it needs. It has all the uppy downy it needs. It is just a good detachment. So no need to get into it. Spearpoint is the new Stormlance detachment with the new character who has a lot of really cool stuff. And I will consider it a competitive list because Stormlance is competitive and it's just better Stormlance. That's it.
Yeah. Seems fine.
The Forge Fathers list is good primarily, or Forge Father in general, I think is at least competitive. You can take it and you can take a Forge Father list to go X and 1 simply because Advance and Shoot is a good detachment rule. And this is Advance and Shoot, and I think it's Fall Back and Shoot, but it just might be Advance and Shoot. But because you have access to Vulcan, it is a good detachment. Like, it's strong. It's not by any means incredible, but with
It doesn't need to be.
unit points the way they are now, it's good. And then we have the other two new ones, and they're both based off of First Company, which is famously terrible. They are both Terminator-focused detachments. The Iron Hands
which
one,
is also a famously terrible thing to do.
Yeah, because Terminators this edition have been terrible. But Averney's
I don't
focus on
know.
both Terminators and Dreadnoughts, whereas Shield of the Emperor is pretty much you're playing Terminators. So we'll talk about lists for those, but give a quick basic rundown of your oversight of the drukhari detachments.
Yeah, so we've got Spectacle of Spite is the Witch detachment, or the Witch Cult detachment. I think that this is very competitive. I think X and 1, similar to your points on Spearpoint and Forge Fathers, like X and 1 is easily achievable with this. People who have played or played against drukhari before, this is the drugs table that witches used to have, but it's for witch cult units.
Awesome.
Which is great. Melee pressure is a proven strategy this edition. That is exactly what this detachment is.
Awesome.
We've got the, what is the actual, it is Covenant Coterie, which is the homunculus stuff. I wasn't super, I'm not super, I put RTT pick because that is the safest option, right? Like, this could very easily win an RTT. I think that this is quite possibly a sleeper pick.
Okay.
That it is, I think, a lot better than it might look. And I need to play it. It will be the next one that I play. So we'll see.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just all your homunculus stuff, which it's kind of, and we'll talk about it more, but it's essentially like, how tough can I get? And
awesome.
We'll see what happens.
That's so fun.
Then we have it's pretty fun. Then we have the Kabalite Cartel, which is the surprise Kabalite one. I think it is like quite possibly the best of the three, just for the amount of options that it has, and none of them are bad.
It's a little cheesy, right? What you can do with it.
It's a little cheesy. There's a little bit of contention right now as to how one of the strats interacts with Malice, as to whether or not you can or cannot do it.
Okay.
I don't think that that's really a problem, because she's not a War Master and doesn't need to be your warlord. So if you're worried about it, or you've seen the argument, just make somebody else your warlord, and it doesn't matter.
Done and done. Okay.
It's just generically very good.
Yeah, we'll get into the details of what it does and your take on it once we get over there. But before that, let's hop into the Forge Father Seekers, which I've affectionately named Forgedaddy. Number one, Vulcan and Company of Heroes is the pure foundation of this list, because that unit is so hard to kill that you can put that unit fairly in the open on your expansion, and it's going to take considerable work to deal with it. I included 3 Redemptor Dreadnoughts with the standard loadout, and then 2 Inceptor units because Inceptors are great. Bolt Inceptors specifically. And Redemptors are great. Like, Redemptors are just really tough. They stand in good places. They have decent OC, and they're just really good in the meta as it is right now. And then Bolt Inceptors, a lot of people like to run the Plasmas, which I understand why, because that strength 8 and up to 9 is awesome, and damage 3 is really good. But Bolt Inceptors all have an additional attack, and they're sustained 2. And
It's
you're
pretty
going to
good.
be strength 6 with +1 to wound into the oath target, if not +1 to wound from a stratagem. So I think Bolt Inceptors are the way to go, personally. Now, as far as mission play, this is probably where people would be a little weird with me about this, is 2 Impulsors with 5 Infernus Marines in each one. The nice thing about Infernus Marines, number one, they have really good Overwatch. I think people have kind of forgotten that their guns are really good. Like, they're probably one of the better just infantry flamers in the game at 611. Like, that's awesome. D6 attacks, 611, and I think you have to battle shock if you get hit by it, which is not terrible. Not to mention,
Which
in
is
this
an
detachment, they can
interesting-
advance in action.
It's a really interesting wording if it's that you battle shock if you're hit.
Well, battle shock after the unit attacks them. I think
Right,
that's
but
the
you
word.
could if it's based off of hit, you could do 0 wounds because flamers have already hit you. They auto hit.
Let's double check so we're not being completely not the combat control version. In your shooting phase, after this unit has shot, you can select one enemy infantry
Okay.
unit hit by one or more of those attacks made with a Pyroblaster. That enemy must take a battle shock at -1.
They can fail all of their wounds and you still have to take it.
Yep. Oh, and it's not 611, it is 511 in the +1 to wound detachment. So whatever
Seems
they want
fine.
to attack, they're just going to wound, typically on 2s and 3s. Which is really, really good, especially when you have access to a 2 CP, fair enough, 2 CP for dev wounds as well. So you could run like a 10-man of them and just be a dick.
Yeah.
Also, what Vulcan does, 2 units that have access to Torrent as well as, I believe, Meltas, he lets you re-roll the wounds. So you could do some really nasty stuff, which is why they can do a surprising amount of damage and why I think Impulsors and Infernus Marines are just incredible action monkeys. Intercessors, because Intercessors are incredible with their ability to sticky objectives and be 80 points. One Scout Squad, and I like in this detachment a Hammer Strike. He ignores cover, really gives Redemptors a lot to work with. One of my favorite things I really kind of thought of when it came to this attachment is a captain with jump pack and 10 Vanguard veterans with Inferno pistols. Because this unit in this detachment fucking slaps, especially if Vulcan can see them within 24 inches. Because then those Inferno pistols are you into the oath target, rerolling hits, +1 to wound, rerolling wounds.
Pretty good.
And generally speaking, whatever you attack with this unit, it'll just kill something. And you can give the captain a flip 6 enhancement, making sure that you can get another one through, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Now, the things that I would consider, like, otherwise are Valiants. I think there's a triple Valiant build out there that's really good, but as long as the Redemptor is available, like, it's hard not to want that more than anything else. And then the unit package that I had an issue with not including was Redeemer, Eradicators, and the Biologists, because in this detachment that's just really, really good. There is a transport, get shot, get out and shoot, like, stratagem that you can pull with this unit that can just pretty much kill whatever tries to shoot it, that fails at killing a land raider. That being said, it's like a 500-600 point package, so you'd have to completely remove all of your mission play for the most part.
Or 2 Redemptors.
Again, Yeah, or a couple Redemptors. But again, this is the advance and shoot detachment. I do think that you can take this number 1 to an RTT and definitely win an RTT. I believe that this is an X and 1, at least close to an X, like either 3 and 2 X and 1 GT list with practice. Any thoughts on this one, Joey? What? Next slide.
No, I mean, no, I think you hit everything pretty well. Like that's pretty much how it is. I guess I'll throw it out there because, I mean, I've seen things like this too many times. The going back to the Infernus Marines and the Impulsors, there are a lot of times, and more so with this or with Space Marines because you have +1 to wound, that you can go whatever this like knight has 7 or 8 wounds left, and they're whatever the like, let's say you're playing knights and you're like, this one has 7 or 8 wounds, I need to kill this one, and then I also need to start working on this one who's fresh, and so I can shoot all of my anti-vehicles at this wounded one and kill it and overkill it and then be sad because I can't hurt the other one. But in this situation, you can go, hey, what's the worst that could happen? Here's 5 or 10 D6 shots with +1 to wound. So now we're winning on 5s on a big night, and maybe I kill it.
Maybe.
And then you put all of your anti-vehicle into another one.
And another consideration, you are +1 strength when within 12. So they go to 6/1/1, and then the oath target is +1 to wound.
So you can wound a 9 on 4s.
Yes, with flamers.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Like really good.
So I think that's an important thing to keep in mind.
Yep. So that was my take on Forged Father Seekers. The next one, let's talk about the Spearpoint. Look, this detachment almost changed 0 from the Stormlands.
Yeah.
Stormlands is really good. You have the unkillable, like the really hard to kill Storm Raven, which is a pure core piece of this list. Again, 3 Redemptors, because Redemptors are right now really good, especially when you can throw one inside of the plane and drop it off. Just so fun. Saboden Khan and 3 Outriders, the new jet bike character who can go through walls and actually do tons of damage, and there's a reactive move that lets you go through walls and keep your bike unit safe if people try to get close to you. It's just good. You have so many opportunities to do outplays with this unit. It's really fun. I do like multiple squads of Outriders because if you include Corsaro Khan and a group of Intercessors, those Outriders are 3 OC each, which means you can run around with blocks of 3 models that are 9 OC altogether, who go super fast. You don't care if they get into melee most of the time. And if you want to get them places, they have advance and charge. So you're moving an average of like 15 inches and then charging in most cases to block people up. The big hammers that I like in here, and they don't feel like hammers because the foundation units are kind of the hammers here. But a 3-man of Assault Centurions, I think in this detachment are spectacular. You throw them into the Storm Raven along with 1 Redemptor, and then you send that motherfucker in. It doesn't die and just drops off a care package of bullshit that can, 3 Assault Centurions kill a knight on average. So there's that.
Yeah.
And then Captain plus Blade Guard vets with Axe. So what they did in this detachment is they changed the stratagems, that now those stratagems can affect more than like mounted units. So you get your +1 to wound in circumstances where you didn't have it before, where it had to be on mounted units or flying vehicles. And the Captain plus Blade Guard gets the Captain buff of less OC or less CP for things, and then combined with Blade Guard vets with their built-in rerolls, built-in toughness and damage. It's just a solid unit that is effective. Now, the big thing I would consider is going and like removing Corsaro Khan and the additional Outriders for different play pieces if you want like maybe scouts, and then maybe some like ATVs instead of these what feel like cumbersome pieces on this list. But because you're playing White Scars, I feel like you should play both characters just because.
Yeah.
But this is an extremely threatening list. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, that feels sick. Like, you've got 3 units of Outriders, one of which can go through walls, or all of them?
One, because it's Saboten Khan's ability. He has the
Okay.
ability to, his unit can go through walls and then advance and charge and all
Regardless,
that good stuff.
bikes through walls is insane.
Yep.
I wholeheartedly despise the fact that Storm Ravens can hold Centurions. That's dumb.
It's so rude.
It's dumb. But yeah, I mean, like you said, I do agree that you're playing this detachment, you're playing White Scars, play both characters. Corsair is really cool. He's good. It's
He's okay.
like, it's frustrating that a White Scars character is on foot, but that's fine. His model's sick. He's got an eagle, so
Yeah,
get
I
outta
feel
here.
like they could have gave him a cool rule, which is like, if paired with an Outrider unit, change his speed to 12.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
And
Something
then,
like that.
because then it gives you like that mental image that he's like riding 2 of them, like his foot is on the back of each one.
Yeah, he's Van Damming 2 of the
exactly
Outriders.
Like that's how it feels to me. Like he's Van Damming them, and that would be,
Yeah,
and
that
I
would
think
be
that would be a
amazing.
cool rule.
They would. But yeah, no, I mean, I like it. I don't like it, my heart doesn't want to drop them for other stuff. I think it's fine. Outriders are already really good play pieces, and then they can also again do a surprising amount of damage.
Yeah, with their plus
And
1
they're-
to strength and damage on charge is just
And
good.
they're tough. I am a fan.
Yeah, this is a X and 1 GT list, because people wouldn't be. I don't think people are prepared to deal with Outriders because and just accept as much damage that they can do. They can also just bounce, but that goes for any unit, really.
That's just dice. Yeah.
Yep. Now, moving on to our next one, let's talk about the Emperor's Shield. This is admittedly the list that I spent way too much time on, and I don't think it's very good. But it is fun. So number 1, we start with Lysander and 5 Assault Terminators. The reason we're bringing Lysander is because we're playing Imperial Fist. Now, I would like to include Torgaradon. However, this is a Terminator detachment. Let's just be very clear. What I want for mission play is a set of Assault Terminators, so 5 of them. 2 sets of Gun Terminators, so regular ones, just give them missile racks. A Hail Strike, and I'll talk about why that's important in just a second. 1 set of Scouts, 1 set of Intercessors. We are fairly immobile. We want to make sure that our Intercessors or that we have our backfield, that we're sticking objectives, all well and good. Now let's talk about the hammers in this list. Number 1, a Chaplain and Terminator armor with 10 Assault Terminators, hammers, and shields. This unit fucks. It has fucked since the Chaplain came out, which was very early in the edition. It's just been expensive and cumbersome to deal with. It still isn't expensive and cumbersome to deal with, but it's like 22 OC running around that just when they get into combat are mean and terrible. And this detachment gives you +1 to hit if one is dead. And that's just good. So their hammers are hitting on 3s. They're strength 8. They're dev wounds. They're at 3 attacks each. You can give that Chaplain the additional attack enhancement, which once per game you could just pop off and do. Everybody gets an additional attack, which is 40 attacks if you get in. It's a lot of fun. The other hammer, which I think is really interesting, is you bring a Librarian in Terminator armor with 10 Terminators, 2 missile racks, and you pair that up with the Hail Strike. So your Hail Strike attacks an infantry piece, like maybe a 20-man like GSC unit. Maybe you're targeting something like some elite infantry of some kind, right? Well, what that does is it gives you an additional AP into that target. Then your Terminators, preferably that's your Oath target, Your Terminators then give you the ability, you have a stratagem that you can spend that lets you have -1 additional -1 AP and ignores cover. So when you combine that, you have Terminators with 40 bolter shots. You have AP2
that are now AP1.
That are now AP2 because you're stacking AP because the
bolters
stratagem
are
gives
AP2.
Yeah, because you're giving the stratagem of -1 and the Hail Strikes ability of -1.
Gotcha.
And you're ignoring cover. So you can just throw 40 bolters hitting on 2s, +1 to wound from the fact that it's the oath target. And then the missiles are AP4 D6 damage, ignoring cover. So that seems really fun to play. Your stuff doesn't die because you just have Terminators sitting on stuff that are all OC10 with as long as they're 5. You're very fast because you can uppy your Terminators at the end of the fight phase. I think your fight phase specifically. So sorry, the opponent's fight phase. So you can get them around. Now, the only real big things I have to really worry about, or at least consider, like the detachment really gives you a lot of Stern Guard like options with Stern Guard vets, Blade Guard vets, and Vanguard vets. If you want to bring some of those in place of the extra Terminators, by all means do that. They all have play. But the way the stratagems interact with the units, I just feel like Terminators are kind of what you want to do here. And this is a 40 Terminator list.
I was going to say, dude, fuck Vanguard vets. We're putting 40 Terminators on the table right now.
It's a lot of wounds. Like, it's a lot of wounds with a 4-up invuln. Like, not like stuff doesn't die.
I mean, look at fucking LVO. That was only 30 Terminators for 1,000 Suns.
Yeah, what do you think?
I hate it.
It's pretty rude, right? Like, this actually has wheels, I think.
I think so. It is one of those things that, like, you're gonna come up to the matchup that just picks it up.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, off the top of my head, I don't know what that matchup is, but it exists. But you're also gonna catch a lot of people that have no answers, or they have one answer, and you pick it up with bullshit AP2 bolters.
You could do your best 1,000 Suns impression by running 10 Terminators that ignore cover with AP2. It's a lot of fun. Like, I had a good time thinking about this, and I could run it this weekend if I wanted to.
I will say the Combi Lieutenant technically belongs in Foundation and Mission play.
That's true. You're right.
So you have quite a bit to work with.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, this was a fun one. I had a really good time with it, and I think that it'll just catch people, like you said.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Hammer of Averni, or whatever the hell it's called, but in this case, I'm calling it Averna, and I screwed up with the name. Oops. This is the Iron Hands detachment. And the way this one's set up is the Pure Foundation, of course, includes a Combi Lieutenant and 3 times Redemptor Dreadnoughts. Look, if you got them, put them on the table.
I don't want to talk about 3 Redemptors again.
They're just so good. Your mission play, okay. I wanted to include a Calidus this time around because she's great.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me what Chinook over there does?
What's up?
Why don't you tell me what Chinook does? Whatever that Canuck.
Canuck Vor?
Yeah.
So Canuck, he has the ability to give either lethal or sustain to his unit, which is why he's a hammer. He also has a sweep profile. He also has just like a really good standard strike attack.
What is he?
He's a Terminator.
Well, duh. What the fuck? What? When did he get a model?
He is the new Iron Hands model, the one with the big bat with bumps on it.
Oh, he has this. It's the samurai weapon guy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That weapon's fucking sick. Anyway.
It is very cool. It's a very cool model. He also has this incredible ability in this detachment specifically that makes it so when you kill the oath target, he gets to choose another oath target as long as he could see it.
Sure.
Which is juicy, which is why he's one of the hammers. So Canuck plus 10 Terminators with missile racks. And the reason I went with that is because of his ability to choose either lethal or sustained for attacks, period, whether they be ranged or melee. So that's so good because there's stratagems that let you pick one of those as well. So you get to do the double up thing into your oath target, and that's, I think, very gross. So that's a really fun hammer. And then of course a Captain Terminator plus 10 assault Terminators with hammers and shields. The reason you do that is for the advance and charge, or the reroll. I think it's reroll advances. Or no, he gives the unit advance and charge, which is just so good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's really simple. You're just running around with these two big stupid Terminator bricks. You can give an enhancement to bring a Terminator back in the command phase, which is stupid. It's not a super mobile one. You do have an uppy at the end of the fight phase. Again, it's the same one. But in this one specifically, and this one is a bit rude specifically to some of your rules, that in the charge phase, in your charge phase, I declare that you have -1 damage against this unit. So you don't get to do the battle shock trick on me in the fight phase. So it's a charge phase -1 damage rule.
It's I assume it's charge phase -1 damage for the rest of the turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
So
okay.
Pretty good. Good. Overall, it's a niche pick. I don't think it's great. But I think that this is a really fun way to play this because all of your stratagems affect Terminators and Dreadnoughts.
Okay.
So that's why you want Redemptor Dreadnoughts, because Redemptor Dreadnoughts are great.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The only consideration I would have for and then of course a Hammer Strike, because ignoring cover is really good specifically for Redemptors. And the biggest competitive consideration I had for this one is Vindicators. With the ability to switch oaths, you do want something that can just kill a thing, and Vindicators are really good at that.
Yeah. I like Redemptors more than I like Vindicators, though, personally.
Yeah, certainly. They're more consistent in damage.
Mm-hmm.
The D6 plus can be, really swingy, but it's the same thing for the Vindicators. I think you could probably drop a Redemptor and then maybe the Hammer Strike, or maybe the Hammer Strike for a couple of Vindicators.
Mm-hmm.
So you can certainly find a way to get them in there that doesn't feel like it inhibits the list, but
right.
I like the Redemptors in this detachment from the way it interacts with everything a little bit more. So yeah, that's my take on all of the ways to approach the new Marine detachments.
So why no Atheon? Oh no, because we just didn't talk about Shadowmark. That's why. Disregard.
Yeah, this Shadowmark's been solved.
Yep, it's been carry on.
Yeah, we don't need to dive into it. Just go look at what John Lennon did, and it's incredible.
Just go listen to a smarter person than us about it, and we can move on.
Go watch the Art of War video, and you'll be like, oh, okay. This if you have those units, just play them. They're awesome.
Yeah.
So good. But let's talk about the more exciting stuff. Let's jump into drukhari.
Let's do it. All right. So first up, we have everybody's favorite, the cartel.
Drugs.
They run this town. Yeah. No, not well. Funny enough, I guess this one is named the cartel, but the drugs come from the witches. Anywho, so this detachment is silly. And by silly, I mean really strong. So detachment ability, at the start of the first battle round, you pick a unit in your opponent's army that meets the requirements of one of the contracts that we have. This detachment rule is called Murderous Agenda, which is frustrating because it's Murderous Agenda, and then you pick a contract. And I don't like that it's different words. Whatever. So.
It could make sense. It's fine.
So, anywho, you pick a unit that meets the description, and then Cabal units and Blade for Hire units get the corresponding ability to the contract that you pick. At the start of your command phase, if your contract unit has been destroyed, then your contract is completed and you get 3 pain tokens. So effectively, you get 4 for killing the unit because you'll get 1 for killing it. And then in your command phase, you'll get 3 more. I think that is wildly unnecessary. Doesn't matter. So you can pick a character unit, and then your Cabal units and your Blade for Hire units have precision if they attack the contract unit. It is obviously very good, but it is the only ability out of the 3 that specifically has to target the contract unit. So it's fine. I will say the notable thing, Blade for Hire units is Mandrakes, Incubi, Scourges, the already good things.
Yes.
Okay. So then we have,
So
you can select, yeah. So pick a monster or vehicle unit in your opponent's army. And then every time a Cabal or Blade for Hire unit makes an attack, but all of these are makes an attack, so it's shooting and fighting.
Okay.
So if you make an attack that targets a monster or a vehicle, that you have lethal hits, not just the contract unit, a monster or a vehicle. Absolutely insane.
Okay.
For as long as the contract unit is alive, you have this ability.
Against the entirety of their army if it's knights.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah. It's wild. Or if you're not playing knights, then you can pick this one,
Okay.
which is an infantry or mounted unit, which to my knowledge is the first time that something has specifically targeted a mounted unit.
No, I believe there is a Eldari detachment that can do that.
Okay. So, you cannot pick a unit that includes only character models.
Okay. So you can't target lone ups.
Yeah. So Cabal and Blade for Hire units, if they make an attack that targets an infantry or mounted unit, you get sustained.
Pretty good. When do you pick a new contract?
So when your contract is over, it's over. Like when it's completed, it's over. There is a 1 CP stratagem.
Okay.
In your command phase, if your contract has been completed, you can then make a new one.
Is there any stipulations for failing getting a contract in a certain amount of time? Oh, okay.
There is you never have to kill your contract unit.
So you just like, all right, so you're facing orcs. It's Warhorde. They have trucks and a bunch of dudes. And you're like, okay, that Grot unit on your home objective is my contract unit.
Mm-hmm. So now I have sustained against your whole army. And I'm just not going to touch the Grots so that I have sustained forever.
Let's say I accidentally kill the Grots. I just spend a CP and get to pick a new contract unit.
Correct, which the stratagem does say that it can be a contract that has already been picked.
Oh. So
as
the opposing player, I can't just march a unit forward and be like, I'm just going to march your contract forward to get this out of your, I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Nope.
That is...
Nope. There is no way out of it. Okay. You will just deal with it. So
this, for you lovely listeners, is the cheesy detachment in the sense that there is nothing that you as the opponent can do to deal with this.
Nope.
What is the timing of that single CP stratagem?
Your command phase.
Okay. So you could do crazy stuff or like put your opponent in a situation where like, okay, if you don't deal with this now, it'll be a problem later.
Yeah.
Still,
there's a world. I think there is a world that exists if you're playing like Combine Arms Guard, that you're like, okay, I'm going to pick this infantry unit and I'm going to get sustained against all your infantry mounted. And then I'm going to kill all of your screens on turn 1. And then on my turn 2 command phase, I'm going to switch to vehicles.
Right.
You can only switch if you completed the contract.
Oh, okay. So you have to complete the contract. Okay.
If you want to use the strat.
Gotcha.
So that's the only stipulation.
But you can switch it in your next command phase. Okay, so it must be completed in order to switch it. So combined arms into this
Correct.
army is probably the best way to deal with it in general.
I mean, yeah. Is
Like,
if you have like a pretty
my
equal
infantry,
mix.
cool. I'm gonna throw my vehicles at you instead.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's pretty wild. I didn't run any of them today, but what I think it actually makes really interesting is the other Scourge weapons that we haven't seen. So the things that are not Haywire and Dark Lances.
Yeah, really. It does.
So like 4 Scourges that all have Splinter Cannons
Mm-hmm.
is kind of cool, except Splinter Cannons already have Sustain, so we don't really have to worry about that. But like there's some other considerations I think that can be made with this that is really, really interesting. So what this looks like, we've got the foundation here is 20 warriors. Both of them are in raiders because they're going to sticky inside of a T8 body, and they're going to shoot out of the firing deck 11, and they're going to do everything they want to do.
Two sets of 10 riding around in boats.
Yep.
Cool.
We've got at least one Ravager. I only ran one because I only have one.
Okay.
And as much shit as I talked about not liking them last edition, they are absolutely insane in this circumstance. I think it's a minimum of 10 Scourges. I don't think 15 is insane for any reason except points. So, mission play is 2 units of Mandrakes, maybe more. Definitely 2 because they are a Blade for Hire unit. So they're going to do every mission play thing that they normally do, and then they're also going to do whatever else you want them to do.
Awesome.
I played with 5 racks because they're 65 points.
Hey, if you got points for something and nothing else is there, take it.
And you can just kind of run them around and do something. They are the slow elves, which is still a 7-inch move. So
okay,
do whatever you
very
want.
Slow,
yeah, super slow. In the same vein as impulsors, we have venoms.
Yeah, venoms to carry stuff around, be safe.
They carry stuff around.
Do things.
When something gets out, they can run around and go do a thing. Venoms still have the ability that at the end of combat, if you're wholly within 6, you get back in.
Awesome.
So that's still great. And that's not a pain ability. That's just an ability. Hammers, which I think is also a core of the list because they are Blade for Hire, is 15 Incubi.
Awesome.
So 3 units of 5, and we have Malice, Drazar the Master of Blades, and an Archon.
Okay. That makes sense.
It's pretty gross.
So, yeah, just 3 like 6-mans running around being disgusting.
Yeah, Malice's unit in particular, you're getting sustained from the detachment, and then with her, you just always pick lethal. So they're getting both.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
A little bit.
Drazar, you're getting +1 to wound. The Archon, you're getting your hit rerolls. It's pretty nuts. And then, here, the Hand of the Archon, I think is good in every detachment, but here, it's particularly good for keywords. I gave him the enhancement that gives him and his unit deep strike and rapid ingress for free.
Lovely.
Which is absolutely insane.
So good.
That's specifically how I killed the Pain Boy, because I deep struck him behind the boys.
Boy.
And then killed them.
Nice.
Not all of them, but you know what I mean.
But enough of them, yeah.
Yeah, I killed like 9 boys, Makari, and the Pain Boy. I was like, all right.
Now it's
go
just
ahead.
Gaz running around with a few meat
with
shields.
A few dudes. They're pretty great. Like you pick your objective to give them a 5 of invul and 3 OC, and then you go, oh man, turn 2 you didn't touch it. I guess I'll rapid ingress onto it for free.
It's mine.
It's mine. It's mine. There is a piece of equipment, war gear, that the sergeant can have. You get to choose. You can either have the grenade keyword, or you can have a standard which adds 1 to their OC, so they could be OC4.
Yeah, but you take the grenade keyword.
Yeah, you take the grenade keyword. You don't need to be OC4. That's insane.
No, who needs that?
Yeah. The other enhancement that I put on the other Archon is equally wild. You pick up to 3 units of warriors or Hand of the Archon, and they gain infiltrate.
Oh, that's all right. Just waves of dudes.
It's just waves of dudes, right? Like, it's waves of dudes. Considerations is like Ravagers. Quite possibly just more Ravagers. They're 115 points for 3 Dark Lances, and it's T9, not 8. They're just good. They still reroll hits against starting strength units, so they just kind of kill stuff.
Do the Venoms just kind of end up transporting the Incubi around too, just because?
Yeah, I
you
played
dropped off
3
the Racks and Mandrakes, and then they just zip around and pick them up and.
Yeah, like I played 2 Raiders for the Warriors and then 3 Venoms just for the Incubi.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I thought you had the other ones in there.
Mm-mm. You could. Potentially you do less Incubi. Maybe
Okay.
you don't do 15 because, and I will say that, like, I think this detachment is probably the best of the 3. It is aggressively not my playstyle because it is hyper shooty, and your only
Gotcha.
melee, like, my only melee units were the 3 Incubi units. So that feels really weird.
Right.
At the end of the day, they're still T3 and 1 wound, so they will still die.
Yeah.
So it's a bit strange. So maybe you don't run 15 and you just put, you just jam more warriors and more scourges and that kind of shit in there. And I think that's probably the way to do it. I just don't, I don't want to play a gunline. So
Fair
that's
enough.
just me.
Yeah,
But
this seems
it's great.
really, really strong, man. Like,
It's very, very strong. I think, like I said, I think this is the best of the new detachments. I think it's great. Yeah.
yeah, you've got all the
just
stuff
feels
you
good.
need, and you kill
You
whatever
have-
you shoot at.
It's, with the exception of 20 warriors, like I have not played 20 warriors this entire edition. With the exception of 20 warriors, this is all stuff, and maybe 15 Incubi is a bit much, but this is all stuff that Drukhari was already playing, and you're just making them better. You have an 18-inch lone op strat.
That's
which is
always
nuts.
really nice.
There's one that is, it's +1 ballistic skill, +1 AP, and
So
then
good.
there's one that is +1 to hit if you're fighting the contract unit. Like it's just good.
Seems like it. Yeah, this is very cool.
All over the place. It's very good. So
okay. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see lots of this. It does seem like something that they might address depending on how like impactful it is, because the looseness around the ability to just contract that way seems
it
little
feels
good.
It feels free.
Yeah.
Like
it's
it feels
thoughtless
free.
almost.
Yes.
You're just like, yeah,
Yes.
that thing. This almost
Like,
uninteractive at that stage.
I picked his tank busters in a truck because the tank busters are always the last unit that I kill, just because tank busters, of course, they kill a venom. Everything kills a venom. I don't care.
Yeah.
So
bolters kill a venom.
Yeah, they're always the last thing that I kill. So I was just like, yeah, those guys, and I just won't touch them.
Yeah, I think that's It just like, I don't know, do an army rule where you just pick one of those 3 things. That feels like a
right.
You're doing the same thing, because it's just too many ways to work around it.
It's literally like Saga the Beast Slayer, but I don't have to do anything.
Right. Crazy. Okay.
And maybe that's okay because I'm toughness 3. I don't know.
I mean, if you kill everything you touch and you can jump back into the transport, yeah, I'm not.
So, pain abilities, right?
Right.
Scourges pain abilities are reroll hit rolls. So Scourges are still doing everything you want them to.
So good.
We talked about the Mandrakes. Warriors
What do they
are
do?
reroll. It's reroll ones to wound. If the target is on an objective, it's reroll wounds.
Shooting and ranged? Or shooting and melee?
Yeah.
Well,
So
at least
I
if
had-
they're in a raider, they can't activate that, right?
That is true. That is true. But like I had 10 warriors kill like 15 grots with close combat weapons,
That's really strong. Okay.
which
Cool.
it doesn't sound like a lot, but it was Zodgrod's unit, so they're still -1 to be wounded. Like it
But
was
if it was
silly.
like normal grots, you just ace that unit.
Yeah. No, it was Zodgrod's unit, and they still killed like 14 of them.
Crazy. Okay.
Because I was like, yeah, I'll just reroll wounds, I guess.
Sure, why not?
It's silly. Because if you put an Archon with them, you can reroll hits and wounds. Anyway, let's move on.
Seems good. Moving on to the next detachment. Merciless Mommies.
I'm not 100% sure which name I want to go with, right? We've got Merciless Mommies, or we have Gladiatorial Goddesses.
Get Gladiatorial Goddesses out of here. We're Merciless Mommies.
Merciless Mommies?
Tell us
All
about
right.
these badass bitches.
Yeah, so this is a Spectacle of Spite, and we have one of my favorite characters of all time. Anybody want to get high? It's drugs. We're doing drugs. We're doing drugs. Everybody's doing drugs. It's
All right.
so much fun.
Okay.
This detachment, the first game that I played with it. So, iteration 1, zero idea what I'm doing, is legitimately the most fun I have had playing drukhari in like over a year.
Okay.
It's so much fun. So, there's 6 abilities. You pick them at the start of your command phase. You can either, which I don't think there's actually a choice here, you can either pick one of them and you can never pick it again.
Okay.
Or you can randomly roll for 2 of them.
Okay.
Where doubles don't count, but you can reactivate ones that have already been used.
How many of them are good versus how many of them are bad?
5 out of 6. I will roll until I die.
Yeah. Unless you absolutely need to do one thing, in which case you pick it that one time and then just continue
I don't know,
rolling
man.
for
I
the
still
rest of
might
the game.
roll. It's absolutely insane.
So what are they? What are the things you can do?
So we have all of them are witch cult specific.
Okay.
But that is witches, Hellions, Reaver jet bikes. To Scari's delight, it is both planes.
Okay.
So that's cool.
Great.
So we have +1 attack in melee, +2 movement.
So good.
10-inch moving witches.
It's so good. Oh Jesus!
The
Is it
Reaver jet
just
bikes-
movement, or is it advanced?
It is
shoot,
move
advanced movement and
characteristic.
charge?
It's movement characteristic.
Whew. All right.
The Reaver jet bikes still move 16, so they can go to 18.
Okay. That's slow.
Silly. +1 weapon skill.
Amazing.
Witches
Just hit on twos with your army.
Yeah. One of, I think, the best ones, +1 toughness.
Wow.
So witches are 4, Hellions and Reavers are 5.
You're like a real army.
Like a real army.
Holy crap. Okay, that's good.
+1 strength in melee.
Always nice to have.
Always good. And then the one that nobody cares about is +1 leadership and +1 ballistic skill.
Wow.
It is the only one that has 2 abilities because neither of them matter.
Because you don't have guns in this attachment, not really.
I mean, you do, like witches have pistols. I guess you like that one if you're running 19 bikes. Or 18 bikes, excuse me.
I mean, we love mounted lists here. So
If you're running 18 bikes, that is pretty sick. Because that is,
I think you need 18 bikes.
that is 6 heat lances that hit on 2s.
Oh no. That's so good.
It's so good. Okay, so that's our detachment.
All right.
It's amazing.
Let's talk about the list foundation.
Let's talk
how it
about the
works.
list. 30 witches.
That's a lot of witches.
We got 30 of them bitches.
You know who
At
gets stitches?
least. Who gets stitches? You do.
Witches.
So, for the first time this edition, succubi are usable.
Wow.
So that's dope.
Yeah, because they were
So
like shit character for
they
the
were
longest time,
awful.
right?
They were awful. Yeah. So
Okay.
now we have 30, all of which are lead. We've got Lilith and her 10 extra wounds. And then we have 20 witches, both with succubi.
Okay. What did the
Amazing.
succubi do now? What makes them valuable?
Yeah. So succubi, let's go to it here. Data sheets. Boop 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 boo. They give them sustained 1, which is what they did before. But that's just their regular ability. Their regular ability is get sustained hits 1 in melee. Whenever the succubi specifically, not the unit, whenever just the succubi makes a melee attack that targets a character unit, you can reroll her hit roll and her wound roll.
Pardon?
Then when she kills, every time she kills a character, you get a CP.
Excusez-moi?
Now her pain ability.
Okay, yeah,
It is it's reroll advances and charges.
You're super fast.
So fast.
Reroll your advance and charge. You don't care about any guns, so you're never tempted to shoot anything. And you have the ability to just be a nuclear bomb in combat.
Yeah, so then here's
her... more like sucks you dry, am I right?
Okay. Her golly, her melee.
Okay.
Remember, she's rerolling hits and wounds against character units.
Let's hear it.
She has 7 attacks.
Okay.
Just 7.
That's it.
Weapon skill 2. She's only strength 3.
That's it? Awesome. Love that.
She's AP 2. She's 1 damage.
Terrible unit.
She's got anti-infantry 3.
Never mind.
She has precision.
Oh, I see. Got it. All right. So just run up and kill a character.
So we have 2.
Okay.
Because obviously, right?
Yeah. This really feels like it's going to be fun in a Necron.
This is, I will say, this is my detachment. This shit is so wild. We have 2 enhancements that very much matter.
Okay.
Hang on, which ones did I? Because there's actually 3 of the 4 are actually really good, but I only took 2 of them. All right, so the first one is Periaptive Torments. It's 25 points, but it's only on a succubus.
Okay.
But you can never fire Overwatch against her unit.
Oh, fuck that.
Not the trick I used to have where you can't do it the turn I disembark.
Right. Now it's just all the time.
Never.
All right.
No Overwatch. Get
so fun.
Out of here. Get out of here. The other one that I took is Morgana's Curse, which is also for the succubus. It is +1 AP and +1 damage.
So she goes to AP3 damage too, with reroll hits and wounds.
Yeah, so now she'll actually
3.
kill whatever character she wants, yeah.
With precision. Wow, that is so good.
Like, she can potentially pick up a Primarch.
Reboot for sure.
Yeah, she has 14 possible damage.
Yeah, no, she'll pick up her boot. Unfortunately, if she ever gets into the Lion will just cut through her before she gets a chance.
Yes.
So
I will. Honestly, all 4 of the enhancements are good, so it's kind of dealer's choice what you want to do. There's awesome. There's one of them that's just once per battle fight first, because Lilith is still the only fights first. So you can just once per battle fight first. And then your other one is start of your command phase. You can, after you pick your drugs, her unit can get an extra one.
Pretty nice.
So it's pretty sick. That's what we have. We have access to advance and charge.
Awesome.
Because of course we do.
Yeah, especially when you reroll them. Like who
Yep.
It's awesome.
Witches still have their 4 up invul in combat, 6 up invul outside of combat. We have special weapons again.
Awesome.
Which is sick. We have increased to 4 attacks per model.
Oh, that's a lot of attacks.
They're still 3/1/1.
Okay. Do they have anti?
The special weapons are 5 attacks at 4/2/1,
Okay.
and you can put 4 of them in a unit.
Oh, that's so good.
It's very good. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
You still have to make a desperate breakout whenever you fall back from them.
Gross.
Their pain ability is advance and charge.
Oh. That's very
Or fall
strong.
back. It's advance or fall back and charge,
That's so strong.
which you don't activate until the charge phase.
All right. Okay. That's wonderful. I love that.
I
That's
love
so
them.
good. That's so
I love
good.
them.
Yeah.
They're
This
90
seems
points.
really fun to play.
It's so much fun. You disembark 6 from a raider. You move 8. You advance, and you charge.
It's so fast.
It's a minimum of 15, or it's 14 plus 3d6.
It's so fast, man. That's like average 25 inches of movement. That's crazy. Okay. That's so good. Cool.
It is.
And then-
It is without thought touching deployment zones.
Okay. Then for your mission stuff, you just have
Yeah.
all the stuff you normally take.
Yeah. I played my first draft. I played 3 units of 3 Reavers. I don't think that's necessary. I immediately changed it
Okay.
to 2. Still mandrakes, still venoms. All of that's normal. Your hammers are your witches.
Yeah. Seems like it.
Lilith is still what she was. Fight first gives her unit fight first. Once per game, 12 attacks. Her profile is the same. It's sustain 2, it's anti-infantry 2, it's 1 damage. Her pain ability is what used to be her ability while leading, which is +1 strength, +1 +1 strength, +1 attack, I think. Whatever.
I think
Hold
so,
on.
yeah.
It's +1 strength, +1 AP.
Oh, that's right. AP 3 then. Oof.
She is. The witches go to 2, which is fine.
She's her, man.
Hellions got better
Okay.
for no reason.
Good for Hellions.
Good for Hellions. They move 14.
Okay.
They have 2 wounds. They're T4, so they're potentially T5, which is great.
Just Marines running around, yeah.
They all have splinter pods, which are 18 inch range, 2 shots, anti-infantry 3, assault twin linked.
That is so good.
It's unreal. Their melee got better. So they're 3 attacks, which they were before. It's 4 strength 4, AP 1, damage 2, which it was before. They're sustained 1, which it was before. They gained lance.
Oh. So how do you get 30 Hellions in this list?
First by owning them.
Okay. Because people are
Second,
talking
by
about
not-
Hellions like right now, right? Like as an
Yeah.
incredible unit. So
Yeah. Second by not playing 30 witches.
yeah. And the Hellions,
that's
these are the mounted things, right?
Yeah, these are the green goblins.
So these are your motorbikes effectively, right?
Yes.
And they can effectively work with every other part of the detachment as well, right?
They are a witch cult unit.
So the most efficient choice is 30 Hellions.
Yes, absolutely.
Can the Succubi and Lilith lead Hellions? Okay, so that's where it gets a little
They do not have a leader option,
understood.
which is unfortunate. Their passive ability is D6 reactive move.
Okay. That's very good.
Their pain ability is +1 strength,
Uh-huh.
+1 attack.
Ooh.
So it's 4 attacks, strength 5, sustained lance.
That's really fun. Okay.
They're wild.
Yeah. I feel like if you can squeeze witches in you or Hellions in, you do.
Yeah. Realistically, I played in my test game, I played Drazar, Malice, and 10 Incubi. I think
Yeah.
you can probably drop that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And the Hellions are just going to take the place, which is pretty much the only competitive consideration that I have is you probably play 30 Hellions. If you own 30 Hellions,
Good for you.
do it. Do it.
Okay. This sounds like objectively like a phenomenal fun list to play.
It's
What
a
would you
wildly
be
fun
worried about
list to
running into?
play. I don't know. They do everything. Like, I guess you're still kind of worried about knights. Unless you're running 30 Hellions.
I think,
And like yeah, your Hellions are wounding on 5s, but they have 40 attacks.
I think you're really concerned about a mounted list.
Potentially, yeah.
Because, like, a straight mounted list doesn't give a shit about any of this.
Are you sure?
None
Well, because
of it's
again,
infantry, right?
but Hellions are strength 5 with lance.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, of course you're gonna have some options into it, but if I can, like, advance, shoot, and charge into you, like I go
Yeah.
first with Outriders.
So if I place, I guess if you were to play something similar to old school Wolf Jail, it'd be
Yeah.
pretty rough.
Yeah. So like a heavily mounted list. What about vehicles?
I mean, you still have points for Scourges.
Yeah, that's true.
So you still have that. Reavers have Heat Lances, so you still
Okay.
have that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
There's still strats and stuff. The strats are good, so
Okay.
it's real. It was so much fun. It's so much fun to play.
I wish you were playing on Saturday. I would have loved to have seen it. It'd been so cool.
Yeah, I would have played it. But it's so much fun. I do
Okay.
own 30 witches, so I would have done it.
All right, let's jump into the last list here.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. I have ranted for too long. Okay. You have the meaty boys. I have the meteor boys. The Covenant Coterie had
Okay.
it's just how tough we can get. The foundation, I believe, is 20 racks to start.
Okay.
And I don't think you play this if you don't own 6 Talos.
Yeah, because
think
of
you
how
have to play
cheap
6
they
Talos.
are. Yeah.
I think you have to play 6 Talos.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Your mission play is the same that it is for drukhari all the time. It's 10 mandrakes and however many venoms you're playing.
Okay.
Your Talos are a hammer. Your racks are a hammer. Now
What
we'll
does
talk
the
about what it
detachment
actually
do?
does.
It's -1 to wound, right?
It is -1 to wound if your strength is higher than my toughness.
Which is always.
Which is always, right? That's good. Racks are still toughness 4. Talos are still toughness 7, but people put anti-vehicle into them because you have to.
Yeah.
So it will still be -1 to wound.
Yep.
Which is great because they weren't that before, and that was the only consideration to play Real Space Raiders was for that strat.
Trust me, I know how good T7 -1 to wound is. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Talos's defensive profile changed all of 0%.
They have a 2-up save too, right?
It's a 3-up.
Okay.
T7, 7 wounds, 3-up armor, 6-up invul, 5-up feel no pain. Did not change at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Okay.
Their weapon profiles are mostly the same. Haywire on their butt is exactly the same.
And then flamers and stuff.
The flamer is basically the same. It
Okay.
is 4/1/1 instead of 5.
Okay.
It's still twin linked, but it's anti-infantry 3 now,
Okay, that's good.
which is sick. They don't count as being empowered forever when they kill something now because that just doesn't need to happen with the way things work.
Thank goodness for that.
Their passive ability is that when they kill a unit, you get 2 pain tokens instead of 1.
Oh my God. Okay.
Phenomenal.
Like
They're
that could
so
pop
good.
off early and just really escalate you, right?
It really could.
Okay.
Their gauntlets are the same. They're 5 attacks, strength 9, AP 2, damage 3. Great. They're great. Talos
Really
are still
strong.
great.
Yeah.
You play 6 of them, or you don't. Their pain ability is 2-up fight on death.
Ooh, that's so good. Okay.
It's sick.
So you have to shoot him dead with anti-vehicle.
You
or
have to. Good
Otherwise,
luck.
it's a can opener that you have to get
No,
through.
you have to shoot them dead with anti-monster. If you're
The
talking about the
monster.
anti-keyword, they're monsters. They're not vehicles.
Sick. Okay. And it's a good thing they only come in groups of 2. Holy shit.
Yeah, they used to come in 3s.
Yeah, I
But-
remember.
I can't have everything.
Okay.
Racks are actually pretty nutty now.
Remind us what a rack is.
Yeah, a rack is your battle line for Coven. It's the
Cool.
shirtless mutated dudes.
Oh, the bros. Got it. Yeah.
The
those things
bros,
are tough to
the
deal with.
ones that you like, my masks.
Yeah.
They're T4 still. They were before. They did gain a wound, so they're 2 wounds, but they lost their feel no pain.
Good.
Which, like, they gained a wound, they lost a feel no pain. It's
That's fine.
like a side grade.
Yeah.
It's frustrating against all of the damage too, because now they'll just die. But against damage 1, they're pretty nutty. They are no longer wet noodles. They
So
will
they actually hit hard now.
They will murder the thing that they kill. So now, or their passive ability in the shooting in the fight phase, after they make their attacks, their target makes a battle shock test.
Always good.
Great. Their pain ability,
Here comes the fun
is-
stuff.
theirs is only the non-character models in the unit, so their ability does not transfer to the homunculus, which is fine. So you can either, and they're both, it is only melee.
Okay.
So I don't think that you really have to take the special guns anymore, which is
Sure.
fine because it was a pain in the ass.
Sure.
So you can either, their melee profile is twin torturer tools if you don't take a gun, which is 2
Okay.
attacks, strength 4, AP 1, 1 damage, anti-infantry 4, twin linked.
Sure.
It's
You
only
wound
2
half
attacks,
the time.
right?
And they get to
You wound
reroll
half
it.
the time.
Yeah.
So pain ability, you can get 3 attacks,
Awesome.
or you can get 4 attacks and hazardous.
I mean, you do that every time. Right?
Every time, without question. So 10 racks is 40 attacks with anti-infantry 4 twin linked.
They're just deceptively
Just
high damage dealing,
high
deceptively
damage,
tough detachment.
deceptively tough.
Do you have access to -1 damage or anything?
I don't think so. I do have, which is not going to matter for racks. It is super important for Talos. We have armor contempt.
That's so good.
It's absolutely
good.
insane. It's
Okay.
absolutely insane on Talos.
Cool.
The 2 enhancements that I like, obviously both go on homunculus. The first one is the homunculus gets +1 wound.
Okay.
So he goes to 6. I think it might be 5. No, yeah, he goes to 6 wounds.
Okay. That's a
And then
nice
his
point.
unit gets +1 toughness.
Taking up to T5 then?
5. So his 10 man is T5.
That's so strong. Okay.
The homunculus ability is, and the homunculus himself has a 5 up feel no pain.
Okay.
The homunculus ability is in the command phase, roll a dice on a 4 up, you get a pain token.
Okay.
And then every time an enemy unit takes a leadership test within 6, it's -1.
Gotcha. Pretty good.
It's good. Their pain ability is to revive D3 +1 dudes.
No. All right. Now it's interesting. Okay. I see.
They're so cool. They have 5 attacks in melee that are precision, anti-infantry 2, and D3 damage.
Pretty great.
They're pretty great. So the other enhancement that I have taken, so 1 unit is T5. The second unit of 10, his revive ability changes to D3 +3.
Oh. So you just have to mean it when you shoot at that unit.
You gotta mean it. You can't
Okay.
think about it. You gotta mean it.
Okay. So then my next question is, what are grotesques and why are they competitive consideration?
So again, you see my silliness here. With this list, like, you're playing Rax and Talos and Kronos. Those are your only options. I will say Kronos are actually good now, for more than just reviving or more than just refunding pain tokens. They have AP and melee now, which is huge. And then their pain ability is if they kill a model, they heal 3 wounds. Because they can take a unit of 2 like Talos. If one model is at full wounds, they instead revive a model with 3 wounds remaining, which reviving a T7 monster is insane.
That's really good.
But so the that you're going to take all of that because that's what you have. That's the only thing that you're getting abilities for. And so the only competitive consideration that I have is just my deep, deep desire that grotesques were not legends. Because if they were not,
It'd
if
be busted.
grotesques, legitimately, if grotesques existed, I think this is the best detachment.
Yeah, but without them, it's just kind of
Without
the niche
them,
detachment, right?
it is niche. I
Yeah.
do think it's good. I think it's really good,
Mm-hmm.
but it has far less play because it has less options.
Okay. So overall, of the detachments, we do have a lot of really cool stuff that has come out that is going to be effective into this new meta.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at that third drukhari detachment, that's I think going to be more annoying than people think. The regenerating reborn monster thing feels like you can just put a couple on your expansion and never lose it, just because they'll just keep regenerating, and you need to kill the other stuff and never worry about those. And it's hard to, as someone who loves the -1 to wound attachments. It's just good. So
Yeah, it's just good.
I'm terrified of the cartel because it just seems a little broken.
Yeah.
The Witch one sounds like it's going to be a really fun game to play, if I'm being honest.
The Witch one is wild. The Witch one is a lot of fun to play. It is very strong. Like on my go turn, I did a shit ton of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Notably more damage than my go turn with the Cabal detachment. I think that the Cabal detachment is just generically better, and it's not my playstyle, so that is that is,
Yeah.
a
The
factor.
results are probably less than what they generally could be. Okay. Well, all that said, it sounds like we've got a lot of really cool fun to be had with the final chapter of 10th edition upon us, as we are in our competitive we're in our final mission set for the year.
Yeah. Yep.
For the edition. And I'm sure they're going to make small changes and adjustments, and we'll continue to get balance patches as we go. Nothing sounds crazy busted. It just sounds like it's going to be hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Space Marines have all of the options, which yay for Space Marines. Let's hope that when the new Gladius detachment hits, that they maybe nerf Gladius.
Yeah. Well, and also let's hope that the new Terminator kit comes with a new data sheet.
If the new Terminator data sheet hits and it's just okay, good, decently good, I'm gonna play a lot of Terminators, a lot of Terminators, and I can't wait for that.
40.
It's gonna be super fun. I will play 40 Terminators. It won't even be a question, because I love the models, and even as bad as they are, they're not sad to put on the table. Still, they're just not good in the grander competitive sense.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, is that they're not bad. They're not efficient
at all.
That's it. Is that they're not a bad choice. It's just that there are other far more efficient choices for their points.
Correct. But it's been a good time. This was a very long episode. Thank you all for hanging out with us as we went into our fever dreams of these lists. We'll see how it all shakes out as the meta makes its way through things. But thank you all for joining us. We welcome your questions, your suggestions, your comments, and topic requests. We'll see you the next time at the yacht.
See you around.